Get done, hot dog style.
What is up, Drama Alert Nation? I'm your host, Diamond Bold, and welcome back to this month's Q&A. February's Q&A in March, I think, probably. We have questions, and they're going to be answered. You know how this works. I don't know why I'm bothering. Would you buy this? It depends on what I'm paying with, because I feel like that thing's gonna take my soul. For the next Q&A, ever played the Ace Attorney series? I have not. What would you be if you weren't a YouTuber? Sad. Hey DB, I've been watching your videos since the War for Cybertron Let's Play. I've been having this argument with a friend if Transformers could be considered living creatures, and I'm wondering if you have any points to help the argument. Well, they're an alien race. Just the fact that they're perceived as robots doesn't make them not alive. They are sentient, which is a form of life in itself. They're not robots, they're alien creatures who just look kind of like robots. I'm not a scientist, okay? What do you want? What are your most anticipated movies of 2018? We've got a lot of amazing movies coming this year that I'm really looking forward to. I mean, there's Incredibles 2, Wreck-It Ralph 2, Infinity War, but most importantly, Romeo and Juliet 2, Sherlock Gnomes. Your thoughts on Total Drama Day? Don't immediately judge it by its cover. It could actually be better than we think. It doesn't look that bad, honestly. My question is, what do you think about the inclusion of bars and drinks in Transformers? It added a very nice layer of humanity to them, which I know sounds strange, but it's cool to see them engaging in a recreational activity like just hanging out in a bar and getting drunk. It made the characters feel more real, I guess. My question is, if you had the choice to quit school and do YouTube full time, would you stay in school and only do YouTube as free time as you do now? If I had the choice and YouTube was making big bucks, which is impossible day and age now, thanks YouTube. If I had the choice of dropping out and YouTube was doing really well and it was guaranteed to keep me not poor, then definitely, absolutely. But unfortunately, we live in reality, and reality sucks, and YouTube also sucks, so I'm gonna have to wait a few years before I can come to that decision. Also, where is one place you would really love to go for a holiday or live there permanently? Japan. I've always wanted to go to Japan. My inner weeb has been eating me up inside wanting to go to Japan, and obviously I've never been there, so I don't know if it would be worth living in, but would you like to see toys of the DJD and the Power of the Prime series? I can see Kaon and Voss being Legend class figures and the rest being Leader Deluxe class figures. Only if Kaon is a Titan Master and you can take his head off. Also, I promised this in the final question. You mentioned in the credits of Ruined Forever Season 1 finale, Energon, that you had a brother. Is this fabled brother of yours your only sibling, or do you have another? No, he's my beautiful younger brother, and there is only one of him, which is a good and bad thing in various aspects. How are you lucky enough to get this magnificent toy? Well, interesting story with that one. Basically, I went to a shop and I bought it with money. I got it at this really good toy store far away from where I live that I go to often, and they buy from collectors, so they have a lot of old toys even in box, so I've got that one. I think we bought Starscream or Skywarp or someone as well. What do you think about this? Yeah, I've purposely been avoiding talking anything about that because that is in my top 10 list of worst things I've ever seen in my entire life. You should do a video reading hate comments. I've always considered those type of videos petty, in a sense. I don't like to refer to people who don't like me as haters, because that's kind of submissive, you know? It's like everyone who has a different opinion than me, they're just a hater, you know? Screw the haters. And I wouldn't want to come off as like really petty doing a video like that. However, I was reading the comments the other day, and there were a few in there that made me laugh, these hate comments. And honestly, I think it'd be pretty funny to do a video on it. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Would you guys want a reading hate comments video? I don't know. I think it's kind of petty. I think it's kind of childish, but you know, if it makes great entertainment value, who cares? Hey, Diamond Bot, questions for your next Q&A. What is your opinion on my TF Prime Autobot OC Charcoal? She thick boy. I'm never saying that again. No, she's awesome. You're a very talented artist. Since you say Cybertron is boring and hate Energon, where do you stand with Armada? Armada is a bit iffy for me. It's one of those shows that I remember liking a lot more than I probably would if I was to rewatch it. It's not very well made, but especially in the later couple of episodes, it is really good. Storytelling-wise, the characters are good. It's just a bit too error-filled for my taste. Hey DB, how about letting Billy answer some questions in the next Q&A? That is the stupidest idea I've ever... Hey dumbass, my Q&A question is, are you like a local celeb in Australia? Is this worth it? Absolutely not. That game is a piece of shit. Free shipping though. Prior to finding your channel, I saw Transformers as nothing more than blah blah blah, I don't care. What do you think would be the strangest Transformers crossover while still being somewhat possible? I've been waiting for the Erky Perky Transformers crossover. Finally getting what you wanted, man. A Gundam Transformers crossover. I don't think any of that sentence was correct. How do you think the name Bolt Shot could be a good Transformers name for you? Nah, man, it'd be something more like Bolt... Shit. Yeah, got him. What do you think people did before ladders were invented? Fall? Hey, Dingleberry. What are your opinions on a Me Gay Man and Transformers crossover? The hell is Me Gay Man? What is your opinion on Mecha Godzilla? My opinion is that you need to learn how to spell your. Do you still have a moist sound wave? The hell is wrong with you people? Do you have any G1 headmasters? No, we're not frickin' rich. Do you ship Jack and RC? What the actual hell is wrong with you people? Do you know the way? See, this is the problem with doing these Q&As monthly. That would have been funny like a year ago. What is wrong with you? See, this guy gets it. Billy! That's enough. Okay, I think Billy's had enough now. I'm answering again. My channel. Should I buy this for you? Oh, great. It is a kicker toy that is... What currency is that? 3,000... I don't care. I don't know what currency that is, but it should not cost 3,000 of anything. Hey, Diamond Ball, when was the last time you ate pizza? What? I don't know. If you could have your own Ruby-styled weapon, what would it be? What would it turn into? What would you name it? And what? And would you use it to destroy Energon Ironhide and present his disembodied head to Knockout in an attempt to propose to him? I've answered this one before. It's good pizza, shut up! I've answered this one before. My uncreative ass could not think of a weapon to save my life. But it would have to be something relating to punching. Like the, what is it called? I can never remember it. Present Roses Rubies. My name is Diamond Ball, and I don't know my ruby memes. Yang weapon. Ember Silicia. Tutorial. Yang's Ember Silicia Ruby with Nerf blasters. How do you pronounce it? Thank you, Australian Internet. You take 2 years, that's fine.
Hey, was geht ab, Leute? Hier ist wieder Ino-chan. Willkommen zu meinem neuen Tutorial.
Great, it speaks in Chinese. Awesome. Well, I just wasted 2 minutes of my life doing that. Great. Whatever Yangs are called, the Ember, I don't know how to pronounce that. So I'm gonna say Silicia. That doesn't sound right. Although I really do like your idea of killing Energon Ironhide and proposing to Knockout. That is a wonderful idea. Hey DB, do you have any idea why people seem to hate Cream? Me personally, I think she's adorable. Also, the interaction between Omega and Cream is too perfect. Thank you for being gentle, Mr. Robot. You are too cute to eviscerate. Yeah, I don't hate Cream. Sonic Heroes probably was the reason, because every character in that game was unbearable. What's your favorite Batman villain? Mine's Scarecrow. Can't go wrong with Mr. J. Actually, I changed my answer. It would have to be Mr. Freeze from Batman and Robin, because those puns. What's your favorite Halo game? The one with Halo in it. For your next Q&A, I got a question. What do you think about this picture? I love all your videos. You're a true inspiration to me. That is... A beautiful, beautiful work of art. Hey DB, what are your thoughts on the Fallout series, and would you consider playing it? I've never gotten around to playing Fallout. I know enough of it, you know, Wasteland and Vaults and Dogmeat, and I don't think it's really my kind of game. It's more of like an exploration, sink a lot of hours into it, and that's not really my sort of thing, but you never know. What is your favorite design for Optimus? I'd have to say either the Armada one or the Star Convoy. Or the Mr. Potato Head. What do you think of Beast Wars Uprising? I've never gotten into it. I've only ever heard about it on TF Wikinet. I can't be bothered to read it. Have you seen all of the Godzilla movies, and which one is your favorite? The only Godzilla movies I've ever seen were the original Godzilla vs. King Kong, which was garbage, the 1999 one, which is also garbage, and the 2014 one, which was okay. DB, how would you rate these boys on a level of spicy goodness? Energon Ironhide Skybite, TF Prime Knockout, TF Prime Soundwave, Get Out of the Way Hot Rod, and Rid 2001 Ultra Magnus. I would have to go bottom to top, Rid 2001 Ultra Magnus, Out of the Way Hot Rod, Skybite, TF Prime Soundwave, and TF Prime Knockout. I don't think I'm missing anyone. I think that was everyone. I think I got them all. Man, I really wanted to know your opinion regarding the whole Hasbro universe. Not only the one presented in IDW, but the concept as a whole. I'm sure I would disagree with you on something, but I think it is still worth it. And, hey Diamond Ball, I'm a fan of your channel, but it seems that you hate other Hasbro franchises like Gem, G.I. Joe, over on the Space Knight, and Humanoids. Can you please explain why and your opinion on them? I don't necessarily hate them, I just don't like the way they've been presented to me, so I feel obligated to not like them. IDW really forced it down our throats, I think, and that kind of killed it for me. I've honestly never been bothered to get into any other, like, Ron the Space Knight looks cool. I know a bit about Gem and the Holograms, but the rest of it, I can't say I'm really that big of a fan. And I don't like the idea of them all being in a shared universe. It's not like the MCU where all of the characters and concepts really do meld well together. This is just a bunch of random crap thrown together. It doesn't make sense. Instead of complementing each other, each franchise takes away something. Like G.I. Joe, the stakes of G.I. Joe is really taken away when you add Transformers into it, because the giant robots are way cooler than a guy in a mask with a sword. So I'm not really experienced in the area. I can't say I know anything about them, but I do not like them because of IDW, so blame them. Swear to Primus Diamond, if you don't answer my questions for the next Q&A this time, I will create a new way to commit homicide. Well then, which incarnation of Star Saber is your favorite? I really do like the idea of the IDW one, but the one from Victory is so absurdly heroic that I can't help but love him. Can I request a Bolt Bites on all the Japanese G1 shows, Headmasters, Godmaster Force, Victory, and the only episode of Zone? I was writing a few months ago a video on all of the Japanese Transformers shows, and I was going to talk about them, but I don't know if I'll still do it. I don't really have an interest in making it. We already have a Dino King from Victory, so don't we technically have a Dinobot combiner? No, they're Dino Cons. Boom. I had a dream a couple nights ago that DJD absolutely mutilated Arachnid from Prime and gifted her head to RC. Please interpret this dream for me. I think you may have a thing for Arachnid. Do you still like Cars, the movie from 2006? I don't hate it, and I imagine if I was to watch the movie again nowadays, I'd be filled with a blast of nostalgia, but I don't know. I haven't seen Cars 3 yet, and the older I've gotten, the creepier I find Lightning McQueen. Do you have a waifu? Maybe. What do you think of this hunk of Chintamus Prime? My question is, how did it get 2 out of 5 stars? Hey, Diamondbot, who is your Transformer waifu? Mine would have to be Override or Windblade. No husbandos. Probably Nautica. Bolta Prometheus, what fire of knowledge do you bring to us mortals today? What is your favorite and least favorite Transformer toy in your collection? I've answered my favorite about 30 times, but my least favorite toy in my collection would have to be this piece of garbage. If you could make a 5-bot combiner from anyone from any continuity, who would you make? Can you imagine combining every single wreck car into this gigantic, horrifying beast of destruction? Have you tried to make a custom Transformer? No, absolutely not. I can't even make Hero Factory mocks properly. For what reason dost thou send harmful projectiles in my direction? That is the only acceptable Metroplex joke. That's it. That's all you get. Have you ever seen a silent voice? Of so, Torts. Well, my Torts on it, I haven't seen it before. I'm pretty sure that's that anime movie that came out alongside Your Name. I haven't seen it. Hey DB, do you want some kind of masterpiece Hero Factory hero? If you do, tell me which hero, 2.0, 3.0, and 4.0. The figure in the picture is a prototype. I think the 4.0s would look really good as like masterpiece sort of figures. The one you've got there is really cool. I love that armor on the back. Wish the actual toys came with that. Piece of shit. For your next Q&A, what do you think of creepypastas? Do you enjoy ruining your childhood? Yes, because adding blood on eyes really just ruins everything, you know? It just, oh boy, Sonic.exe. Jesus, that was the scariest shit ever. I used to have a fascination with creepypastas when I was about a young, stupid kid. I used to watch these like YouTube gaming mystery stuff, and it always used to fascinate me. Like, despite the fact that it prevented me from sleeping every single night. Stuff like, you know, Ben Drowned or Mario.exe, that shit was pretty scary. Nowadays, it's just pathetic. It's like the most pathetic attempt at scaring people I've ever seen. Next to the beginning of every PewDiePie video. Yeah, so basically, as I've grown older, the more I realize how terrible they are. And are you gonna make a Ruin Forever on Five Nights at Freddy's? Since even though I'm a fan, I understand even if my fanboy side still continues to eat my soul. I think the rule with Ruin Forever is that it had to be good in the first place. I'm kidding! It was a joke. I don't really think it's worth covering Five Nights at Freddy's. I think we kind of get the gist of it. It's pretty much just me repeating my Minecraft, but I don't know, I'm lost for FNAF. I'm not saying it's terrible, but I just feel like I'd be repeating a lot, and honestly, I don't need the 12-year-olds in the comment section coming up with horribly misspelt ways of killing me. So DB, have you ever heard of Shantae? I know what that is, I just do not know how to pronounce it. Is it Shantae? Shantae? It's the genie. I know what I'm talking about. Also, how would you feel about a line of third-party rescue bots with actual articulation? I don't know what you're talking about. The rescue bots already have articulation. It's so good. I noticed you always seem to say bad things about MatPat. Do you not like his videos? I was a very big fan of Game Theory back in the day, and I know you've probably heard it 100 times before. He's a sellout. His content's getting boring. I've personally grown out of him. I don't find him interesting anymore, but I don't hate him by any respect. I do respect him as a content creator. The jokes I make or prod in his direction are supposed to be in-jokes within his community, because I understand, you know, the Undertale jokes. I don't hate him at all, and I don't want it to come off like that, but that's just a theory. a game theory. Have you seen the Max Steel TV series? Because it's really dope. And can you do an episode on Steven Universe? I have actually seen some Max Steel, and I have to say, for a 3D animated kids show, it is actually pretty good. It's not. I haven't watched it in a few years, but I did remember enjoying watching it while I did. It's for what it is. It's pretty good. Steven Universe. I can't really get into it. Granted, I've never really watched an episode before, but I don't think I'll cover it anytime soon. I'm a little scared of the fan base. What do you think about the Battlefront 2 disaster? Absolutely well deserved. I cannot express enough how much I despise microtransactions in video games. I cannot express how much I despise how bullshit video games are nowadays with how much you have to buy for them. I despise DLC, I despise microtransactions, I despise pay to win, and I'm so glad that people kicked up such a stink about it that EA got wrecked. You know, I honestly wasn't interested in Star Wars Battlefront. It looks cool, but I know I played the first game, it was okay, but I didn't really care that much about it. I was really happy to see people finally drawing the line in the sand and deciding, you know, that's it. We're not putting up with this BS anymore. What are your thoughts on the Superhero Squad show? Alright, squaddies, time to hero up! Superhero Squad show was so stupid, but I loved it as a kid. Really stupid, but I loved it. Do you think the Beast versus Volcanicus would make a good death battle? Not really, it would just be a bunch of loud screaming noises. I'd like to hear your opinion on it. IW just announced that there won't be any returning Archie characters in the Sonic comic. No Sally, no Bunny, no Mina. What? What? I mean, fair enough. I guess it's to keep it different from the Archie comics, and I am upset by that news, but I guess, you know, it makes sense. I don't know, maybe Archie has the copyright, or they just don't want to use them. Hello DB, I have one question to ask you. Will you marry me? I'm sorry, but my heart belongs to another. Who's your favorite Digimon and which did you think is the strongest? What's his name from the Digimon movie? This guy on screen right now from Digimon the movie, Omega something mon. Coolest design I've ever seen. How many TF Prime and Movieverse figures do you have? Who's your favorite superhero? Shizao, obviously. Who is your favorite city bot? Metroplex. What are your thoughts on Bible salesperson Overlord from the Titans Return series, and what were your thoughts on the Titans Return series in general? I covered this in my video, but I felt that they tried to make Overlord like super threatening and failed miserably because we hadn't seen how threatening he actually was. Also, he sounded like a Bible salesperson. When you played Doki Doki Literature Club, who did you lean towards? I leant towards Yuri, the one that was the pink hair, that one. Sayori, that was her name. I don't want to talk about Doki Doki. And has anyone ever approached you about a sponsorship deal? Yeah, I've received a ton of emails, as any YouTuber would. You don't need to be, oh god, I don't want to say popular, but you know what I mean. Popular as me to get these kind of stupid emails. There are always some Chinese rip-off company. I've received a ton of those emails. They're all like scams. I did do a sponsorship deal last year with a wonderful website known as Ripped Apparel, where they got me all those fantastic Transformers shirts you guys all really liked. And though I'm not doing the deal anymore, I would still recommend going onto their site and getting some of their stuff, because oh my god, some of the shirts on there are amazing. So yeah, I did that one. I enjoyed it, but I don't need money from sponsorship, so I don't really feel the need to do any. I just did that one for fun to see and test like what it was really like, and it was really good. It was a good experience. So I don't want to become like a Jax Films who does a sponsorship deal in every single video, but who knows what will happen. I might need it in the future, so apology in advance. Do you watch Ruby Chibi? Occasionally. I admit I haven't really gotten into it as much as I'd have liked to, but it is pretty funny. What do you think of Neo's voice actor? Oh, stunning voice work, absolutely stunning for Neo. I deserves an Oscar, 200 Oscars. In terms of Sonic tracks, which do you prefer, All Hail Shadow or I Am All of Me? Or Battle of the Edgy Songs? I'd have to say I Am All of Me, because I loved it when I was a kid, and I listened to it on repeat, like infinitely, and I could sing the whole thing off the top of my head. How do you feel now that Hasbro owns Power Rangers? How do you feel that Hasbro is making Power Rangers toys in 2019? And I know you're not a fan of Power Rangers, but can you give your quick thoughts about Hasbro getting the toy license? Well, I didn't know about that until people started telling me, but that is very interesting. I am looking forward to the Megazord toys, I can say that much. Hopefully they won't be garbage, because I love the Megazords. I used to collect all of them from like 2008 onwards. Hopefully Hasbro does them justice. Why does Hot Rod get so much hate? He got Optimus killed on accident. Because he's an idiot? No, I don't know. I don't hate Hot Rod. I just think he needs to get out of the way. I think you should try playing Transformers Forge to Fight again. It has dramatically improved. Well, unfortunately, Australian internet has not dramatically improved, so the loading times will be equally as long. Have you ever played a Ratchet and Clank game? Yes, I own and have almost beaten the third one. I forget what it's called, but it's the pirate one. Have you seen the Ready Player One trailers, and if so, what do you think of the movie? I'm very, very excited for that movie. The book was alright. I'm exceptionally excited to see it. To see that Gundam in one of the trailers, oh my god. Gundam! Also, what do you say about Transformers not being in the movie, but the Iron Giant and Gundam being in the movie? Who gives a shit? There's a freaking Gundam! Oh boy, here comes the fun question. What is your opinion on this new Transformers reboot? Did you hear
what Transformers movies are getting rebooted?
What are your thoughts on the Bayformers about Transformers? Okay guys, I heard you the first time, thank you. I'm gonna be brief on this because I've actually done a podcast with Commodore and Cam that is coming out very soon, but we discussed that actually, and I implore you to go check that out because I had a really good time making it. But my basic thoughts to summarize are, I'm disappointed and happy at the same time. Disappointed that they took the cheap route and instead of trying to fix everything without Michael Bay, they just let it die, and now we've got 5 bad movies that everyone's always going to hate. But at the same time, I'm excited because it means we're going to start over, we're going to start fresh, and we have an opportunity to make some really, really interesting movies. If Knockout and his juicy voice were in Rid 2015, how would you feel about the series? They'd probably find a way to ruin it. They would. Who would in a fight between Fuck Grimlock and Rid 2015 Grimlock? Oh, that is an easy win to the Rid Grimlock. Did you know he can make pretzels? What do you think about IDW's bait and switch with Tarn, Roller, and Glitch? I saw this Tumblr post. I don't know where it's from, but I'll put it up on screen. That pretty much describes my thoughts on how I think it all went. I was really waiting for that reveal for it to be Roller, and that would have been much more interesting, I think. But I guess, yeah, James Roberts kind of felt that everyone had worked it out. But who cares about Glitch? Like, there was no meaning or poignancy behind it. It was just, okay, well... Can you please remake your Ruined Forever scale for your Transformers one you did? I feel this is a good question to tie into the fact that I'm not making Ruined Forever Transformers anymore because they're really messing with the whole point of the series now. The Transformers Ruined Forevers that I've done have always been saying this thing is bad because I think it's bad and it's bad because of this. While the whole point of Ruined Forever is supposed to be take this thing that everyone thinks is bad and discuss why everyone thinks it's bad. So yeah, there's not going to be any more because of the scale, for example, which is really messing with the whole point of the series. I'll put it up on screen now. This is how it should look. My from start until finish, all of the Ruined Forever Transformers episodes I did, including Kiss Players. Do you have a recommended Sideswipe toy, and do you like or dislike Roblox? I'd have to say the Rescue Bots one. Just masterpiece. I do very much dislike Roblox. It is a very simplistic game, but I do love it as a meme. So there's that. Has you watched Unikitty TV series? How the heck did she ever get her TV show anyway? I'm confused. Because she's awesome, and I haven't watched it, but I am gonna binge watch the hell out of it when it comes out, because Unikitty is best girl. Do you know that G1 Ratchet was originally going to be female, but Hasbro refused to use the idea? I did know that, and I'm very glad they refused, because not that there would have been anything bad about it, but it just would have really affected how Ratchet is now, you know, and we wouldn't have gotten I needed that. We would have gotten like, I needed that. Think you might do a Cherish Forever or review of the Transformers animated of Marvel cartoons, aka Spectacular Spider-Man? I did actually consider writing one for that, because it's a fantastic show, like, and I'm really, really pissed off they cancelled it, but I don't know whether I had enough to say about it. Have you heard of Subnautica? It's a fun game and way more interesting when you play it blind, as in not knowing the story. I am petrified of the ocean. I don't think I've ever said this before, but the ocean and the creatures within it scare me potentially more than anything I've ever in the whole world. Subnautica, a game where you swim around and there's deadly creatures swimming within it that all want to kill you. Not sounding too appealing, not gonna lie. Have you ever considered doing anime subtitles? Because your subtitles rival any abridged series I've watched. They are just too good, damn it. I'd be a great subber, wouldn't I? I just completely mistranslate everything. すごく便利な能力だな. If Soundwave were female, would you ship him a Megatron? No, because I already shipped them. Which Megatron would win in a fight, animated or Prime? What do you think of Tangle the Lemur's design? I mean, she's not... I mean, it's okay. I can't wait to see the Rule 34. Which would in a fight, animated or Prime? I would say that'd be a very close call, but probably animated. What are your thoughts on the reveal of the Transformers Cyberverse toys? They look abysmal. Why am I surprised? My brother just told me that Armada and Energon are awesome. How should we purge the heretic? Tell him that he's entitled to his own opinion. And, you know, that's fine. He's allowed to think whatever he wants, but... I just wanted to let you know that you misspelled Prime. You spelled it with an E for some reason. If you were to be transformed into any of your toys, who or what would you choose? And if Epsilon is a Prime, what is his power? Epsilon's power would undoubtedly be the power to get his entire team killed. For the next Q&A, have you ever played Ruby Grim Eclipse? If so, what are your thoughts on it? If not, would you consider playing it through the channel? I own it, I've never played it, and I definitely want to play it for the channel one day. I bet you'll never guess who I want to play as. Do you collect Lego besides Bionicle? I sure do. Which Megatron voice do you prefer? Yes! Do you still do top 10 videos? I was making top 10 videos solely for the exposure because I knew that people would click on it, and there was no passion going into them whatsoever. I wasn't enjoying making them, and there wasn't a lot of reception from them. So no, I'm not making traditional top 10 videos anymore. if the only ones I think I'll still make are like more personalized one. Like I've got one coming up. I don't know whether I will make it or not, but it's more personal. It's not like a clickbaity sort of top 10 things you won't believe.
Oh, finally, I thought I'd never be able to.
Well, now that we got my questions out of the way, I figured for this Q&A we could try something a bit different. Instead of me answering your questions with the most boring responses ever conceived, I thought I would ask you guys a question. So, I turned to you all on Twitter and asked, who is your waifu? There is no way this can't end well. And the first response is, Energon Ironhide. Of course. Why should I expect any different? This handsome gift from God. Glorious. Knockout from Prime can knock me out anytime. Thanks, Paper Plane. I'm glad we're on the same wavelength. If we're talking appearance, it's none other than this beautiful boy right here. What the hell am I looking at? I don't have a waifu, but a friend of mine threatened to break into my house and use my Windblade figures as material. They're now locked away in a safe. Thanks for sharing. Animated Sentinel Prime without a doubt. His chin only exists in Legends. I hate all of you. Beast Wars Megatron. Yeah. Mine is Diamond Bolt. Thanks, Soundwave. What the fuck is that? This was a mistake. What's that cat's name again? I think it's Big the Cat. It's funny because I said that. Mercy. I mean, you have like half the internet agreeing with you. The fuck's a waifu? I see we have an uncultured swine in this thread. The tree that Optimus hit Megatron with in the Revenge of the Fallen forest battle. My baby boy Prowl. Aww. The factually best opinion. Yes, Mikasa from Attack on Titan. The factually best opinion. If we're talking personality, I go with Ruby. What is wrong with you guys? Enough said. And it's that abomination from Robots in Disguise. I mean, I'm not gonna judge your taste. Animated Grandis. I have no idea who that is. This girl. Up top. You, sir, are an intellectual. Agreed with you. That one, Diamond Bolt fan. My waifu is honestly any tsundere. And he's got Earth-chan. I can't show that on YouTube. Ah, that one Diamond Bolt fan's back with the factually correct opinion. Ah, and there's me. I don't understand what it is with you guys and your train fetishes, but that's okay. Sunset Shimmer, that's okay, yep. My waifu is an egg. You should go see someone about that. Ryuko from Kill la Kill, okay. Freaking weeb. The pink Power Ranger from Power Rangers Megaforce. Obviously the toaster bot. Sure. Excuse me. Are you shaming us? The frog girl from My Hero Academia. I mean, if that's what you're into, man. Corey in the house, because that's still funny. Ruby Rose again, that's 2 for Ruby. I am my own waifu, says Soundwave. A good book, because learning is much more important than falling in love with fictional characters. Nerd! Rem is best girl. Rem is waifu. Once again, thank you for the censorship. I don't know what this one is trying to say. I think is it both or that? Oh my god, my eyes. Shrek, okay. TF Prime RC. Okay. You. Stocking. Who else? Michael Bay. In terms of sexual appeal, probably Moose, that thing from Fate. In terms of adoration of character and personality, Japanese name from Yuki Yuna is a hero. Some of you are taking this seriously, and I'm proud of you. Shockwave, he's the logical choice. Wait, I just deleted my search history last night. Soundwave superior, your waifu inferior. How do you do gaming videos? Please show me how. That's not a waifu. My dog is my waifu. Police, hello. Oh my god, definitely Pidge from Voltron. Police. Ladies Man 217. My waifu is Sora's dubbed voice actor from No Game No Life. I could not agree with you more. Yuri from Doki Doki Literature Club. No other could come close to the amount of fuzzy feelings she gives me. Yeah, fuzzy feelings. Uraraka all the way. This was probably a mistake in hindsight.
This is my channel now.
Was good on hot dog stand. Or 2 bugs with food demands.
Unless we look someday.
They got